Okay. So as Maria already messaged me that you have doubt in the problem number 11. So we are going to discuss about the problem number 11. Okay. So let us see what is actually it is saying. Prove with the help of vector that the straight line drawn from the middle point of a side of a triangle and parallel to another side passes through the middle point of the third side. Achha. So we have a triangle ABC here, as you can see, and D is the middle point of AB. This one we know. Okay, D is the middle point of AB. Now we will draw a line which will be parallel to the third side. From D, I have drawn a line segment which is parallel to the third side, that is BC. Now this line segment should be passing through the middle point of AC. This one we have to prove, which is quite similar to a proof that we saw in the example. While discussing about the example, there was a problem related to this, but the question now is, a little bit different. Okay, we have to prove it in a different way. So what we have to prove, our target is to prove that E is the middle point of AC. So this is what I have listed here. See, D is the middle point of AB, okay, and DE parallel to BC. DE is parallel to BC. This is already given. So what we need to prove is E is the middle point of AC. Now at the beginning of the proof, I have considered the position vectors of A, B, C, D. These 4 points to be A, B, C, D with small letters. Okay. Achha. Now, if I want to find out the position vector of D, you already know that whenever we are trying to find out the position vector of the middle point of a vector, all we need to do is we need to take the position vector of the two end points. See, D is the middle point of A and B. So A vector and B vector, we will take the average of this and we will get the middle point of the this vector. Okay, so D is equal to A plus B by 2. I hope you don't have any problem with this. Now let us consider that E is not the middle point. Okay, uh, if E is not the middle point, then at least any other point will be the middle point, right? So we have considered that if there is a point F which is actually the middle point, so we will consider the point F to be somewhere here and we will connect it in this way. Okay, this is the point F. So we have considered that if E is not the middle point, F is the middle point. Okay, so what I can write about F, the position vector of F is going to be represented by a small f, and it is equal to A plus C divided by 2. Why A plus C divided by 2? Because F is the middle point of AC, so A plus C divided by 2. Okay, Acha. Now DF, this line segment, this vector, what I can write it? If you remember, the position vector of the last one minus the position vector of the initial one. Okay, so F is equal to, we know something, D also is equal to, we know something. We will replace the value here. We will do the calculation and you can see that I will get C minus B. Now C minus B, this gives me BC, because C is at the end, so C here comes first and B, it comes as subtracted from C. So C minus B is equal to, I can write BC. Now as DF is equal to half of BC, I can say that DF is parallel to BC, if you remember. Now I already said that DE is parallel to BC, and here I got DF is also parallel to BC. Now from same point D, I have drawn two lines. Both of them are parallel to a particular line. If it is only possible if that two line becomes same. Okay, দেখো তো DE যদি BC এর প্যারালাল হয় তাহলে DF যদি আলাদা কোনো লাইন হয় তাহলে কখনোই সেটা BC এর প্যারালাল হবে না। এটা একমাত্র সম্ভব তখনই যখন DF আর DE দুটোটা একই লাইন হবে এবং অ্যাজ এ রেজাল্ট দুটোটাই BC এর প্যারালাল হইতে পারবে। দুটোটা লাইনই D থেকে পাস করতেছে। ওকে, সো D থেকে আমি দুইটা সেপারেট লাইন যদি জানি তাদের মধ্যে একটাই BC এর প্যারালাল হইতে হবে, আরেকটা কখনোই BC এর প্যারালাল হবে না যদি তারা সেপারেট লাইন হইতো। বাট যেহেতু এখন দেখা যাচ্ছে নো, দুটোটাই এটার প্যারালাল, এটা ট্রু যে এটাও এটার প্যারালাল, এটাও এটার প্যারালাল। So we have to consider DE and DF, both of them are actually the same line. They coincide on each other. Okay, so we can say that if DE and DF are the same line, then F and E are the same point actually. So as I have considered that F is the middle point and E is the same point as F, so E is the middle point of AC. Anybody have any doubt, especially Maria?
Sir, I didn't catch this point.
বুঝি নাই।
বুঝতে পারিনি স্যার এই পয়েন্টটা।
কোন পয়েন্টটা?
স্যার এই যে বলেন যে ই ইজ দ্য মিডল পয়েন্ট অফ
ওকে ওকে
এসি।
ওকে আমি বলতেছি, দেখো আমি বললাম কি ডিএফ এন্ড ডিই, I guess I can erase this part. So what I said that DE and DF, both of them are actually the same line. তো DF আর DE যখন একটা আরেকটার উপর পড়ে যাবে, দেখো তো F পয়েন্টটা E পয়েন্টের সাথে মিলে যাবে না? DE
জি
আর
স্যার।
যদি সেম লাইন হয়, তো এখান থেকে আমরা যদি বলি যে DE and DF are same line, সেম লাইন সেগমেন্ট, অথবা বলতে পারো যে দে কোইনসাইড অন ইচ আদার, তো তখন কি হবে? E and F they become the same point, so আমরা লিখতে পারবো E, F are same point. Now what I have considered, F is the middle point, F is the middle point of AC, তাই না? And E and F are the same point, তো F যদি middle point of AC হয় তাহলে E ও AC এর middle point হইতে হবে না?
জি স্যার।
Okay, this is what I said. Anybody have any doubt?
স্যার
বলো।
আচ্ছা আমরা কিভাবে বুঝবো যে এই স্টেপ থেকে শুরু করব?
কোনটা থেকে?
মানে এই কোশ্চেনের না, সবগুলো কোশ্চেনের জন্য আমরা কিভাবে বুঝবো যে এই লাইনটা থেকে এটাকে আমরা এভাবে লাইক ভাঙে এরকম করতে হবে?
যদি এই পার্টিকুলার কোশ্চেনের জন্য জিজ্ঞেস করো তাহলে তো সেটা আমি বলবো এটা বোঝাটা খুবই ইজি ছিল, কারণ হচ্ছে যখনই আমরা মিডল পয়েন্টের কথা বলি না, তখন দেখবে যে মিডল পয়েন্টের পজিশন ভেক্টর দিয়েই আমরা শুরু করি। কি বলছি বুঝতে পারছো? এখানেও দেখো এফটা মিডল পয়েন্ট, তো মিডল পয়েন্টের পজিশন ভেক্টর দিয়ে আমরা শুরু করি, দেন আমরা ফার্দার ক্যালকুলেশন করি। তো শুরুটা আসলে আমার মনে হয় ইজি, পরে কি করব সেটাই একটু মুশকিল হয়ে যায়।
শুরুটা হার্ড, শুরুটা কিভাবে বুঝবো আমরা? পরেরটা তো একটা লাইন লিখে ফেললে দেন পরের গুলো এমনি এমনি আসে পরে।
আচ্ছা, তো আমার আসলে উল্টাটা মনে হয়, যাই হোক অসুবিধা নেই। তো এখানে তো বোঝাই যাচ্ছে যে যেখানে মিডল পয়েন্ট থাকবে না, এই ধরনের প্রবলেমের ক্ষেত্রে এটা মনে রাখো যে যেখানে মিডল পয়েন্ট সামথিং রিলেটেড থাকবে, তুমি অন্তত মিডল পয়েন্টের পজিশন ভেক্টর দিয়ে শুরু করতে পারবা। ইভেন তো মনে করো তুমি অন্য কোনো কোশ্চেন পারতেছো না, ভেক্টর তোমাকে আনসার করতে হবে এবং ভেক্টরও তুমি কিছু বুঝতেছো না যে আসলে কি করবা, তখন তুমি এই জিনিসগুলো আসলে কাজে লাগবে। তুমি দেখলা যে এখানে মিডল পয়েন্টের একটা বিষয় আছে, ওকে মিডল পয়েন্টের পজিশন ভেক্টরটা লিখে আমি একবার শুরু করি, দেখবা আস্তে আস্তে কিছু আইডিয়া আসবে। যদি ভাগ্য ভালো থাকে ইনশাআল্লাহ মিলেই যাবে, আর যদি ভাগ্য ভালো নাও থাকে তুমি এই প্রসিজার ফলো করে যতটুকু লিখবা 2-3 মার্ক তো পেয়েই যাবে ওখানে। আউট অফ 4 2-3 মার্ক পাওয়া ইজ নট আ ব্যাড থিং। ওকে, আচ্ছা, সো can I start discussing creatives? Be responsive, please.
Yes.
Okay. So kindly take a look at question number 15. That is the first creative. Acha, I have posted an assignment in Google Classroom that is due on next Thursday. Okay, that is the day after tomorrow. Please submit, please, because based on this assignment I will have to mark you, and it is a strict instruction from our principal that if you do not submit the assignment I will have to award 0 mark for you for that. Okay, so if you submit consecutive assignments and if you get 0 for all of them, then your average score will come down, right? And it is possible that it will come below the passing score. So please be serious and submit all the assignments. Acha, number 15. We were discussing about number 15. D and E are respectively the middle point of the side AB and AC of a triangle ABC. That is the same thing, right? Same triangle ABC. And the middle point of AB is D, middle point of C is E, and the joining line is DE. Okay, so what they want us to prove, they want us to express AD plus DE in terms of AC. AD plus DE, that is the number 1. 15 number 1 AD plus DE in terms of AC. That means on the right hand side there can be AC only, nothing else. So AD plus DE, what I can write this equal to? AD plus DE, I can write this equal to AE according to the triangle of addition of vector. Now AE is related to AC, right? As E is the middle point, AE will be half of AC. So our work is done. AE can be rewritten as half of AC. So I have expressed AD plus DE in terms of AC. Finished. Anybody have any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, so we will take a look at 15.2. Prove with the help of vector that BC is parallel to DE and DE is equal to half of BC. I don't think I need to prove this because this is the exact proof which we saw in example. If you want, I can tell you the example number. It was example 3, I guess, right? Example 3, most probably. Okay, so kindly take a look at that example if you need the solution of this. Okay, so we will discuss about number 3, 15.3 now. Okay, now if M and N are the middle point of the diagonal of a trapezium, okay, so we are dealing with a trapezium, we will erase this triangle and draw a trapezium instead. 15.3. A trapezium is something like this. Okay, a trapezium is something like this. Why does it look? So trapezium has only one characteristic, that is two sides will be parallel and there are no other characteristic. So definitely this side and this side is parallel. This is already given. So the trapezium is ABCD. Okay, so A, B, C, D. From here, what I can write? AB is parallel to CD. Okay. Now they are talking about the diagonals, right? M and N are the middle point of the diagonals of trapezium. So let me draw the diagonals. That is AC. Another one will be BD. So let us take the middle point of this is M and the middle point of this is N. We will join MN. Okay. Then what is happening? We need to prove that MN is parallel to the parallel force. MN is parallel to DE. Where did they get D from? Where is the point E?
So the midpoint of the no.
Midpoint of the side diagonals are M and N. I think there is a mistake in the question itself. The trapezium will not be actually ABCD. As I can see, it is BCED. B, C, E, and D. This is actually coming from the triangle. I understood. I will show you. They have made a little mistake in that question. So this was our given triangle ABC, and the middle point was D, and the middle point of here was E. So as you can see, if I omit this portion, this becomes a trapezium. See, B, C, E, D. This becomes a trapezium. Then it satisfied whatever we are trying to prove now. So they have made a little mistake. So kindly rectify. Okay, in the question that the trapezium ABCD, not ABCD, it will be BCED. Okay. So then we can prove what they told us to prove. Okay, so this trapezium BCED I have drawn over there, so I will erase it. So now the parallel sides are BC is parallel to DE. Okay, then we have to prove MN is parallel to DE parallel to. So this MN is parallel to BC and DE. This is what we have to prove. And another thing that we have to prove is MN is equal to half of BC minus DE. Okay, we have to prove these two. Now, again, the question that Maria asked, sir, E দিয়ে শুরু করব. Again, you can see that there is something called middle point. So, whenever there is a middle point, you know what to start with, right? Find out the position vector of M, find out the position vector of N. Okay, this is our first step. So, let us try to do it. So, the position vector of M, you have to kindly do not forget to write position vector of N. If you write only M is equal to, this is not correct. Okay, so you have to write position vector of M. Position vector of M. The position vector of M, it is the middle point of BE. So definitely it will be B plus E divided by 2. Now what will be the position vector of N? N is the middle point of CD. So C plus D divided by 2. Do you have any doubt in this? I hope not. Okay. So now Mn, this vector is equal to the position vector of N. I will write the position vector of N, the last one first, then minus the position vector of the first point. That is D plus E divided by 2. কারো যদি প্লিজ কোনো ডাউট থাকে আমাকে সাথে সাথে বলতে হবে কিন্তু ওকে So then if I do the LCM, C plus D minus B minus E. Due to this minus, this plus will become minus. I hope you are old enough to understand this on your own now. Okay. So then what I can write, I will rearrange it a little bit. Okay. So I will write C minus B and D minus E plus B minus E. Now you might ask, sir, how we will understand that we have to arrange it in this particular way? Because you see, we are trying to prove Mn is equal to BC and DE. That means B and C, they should be together, and D and E, they should be together. So here I have brought D and C together and D and E together. So from here, what I can write, if you notice, C minus B, this is equal to BC, right? C first, D later. We know this, right? Then DE can be written as ED. ED, yes. This is plus, right? So it will be ED. Because D first, so D will be later, then E first, so E will be here. But we are trying to prove DE, right? So we have to change the direction of it. So we will change the direction. It will become BC minus DE divided by 2. So actually we are almost there. We have proved that Mn is equal to BC minus DE divided by 2, which is this case. Okay. But if you notice, they did not put any vector sign. That means they told us to show the magnitudes are equal. Okay. So if I keep this vector sign here and leave it, it's not enough. Okay. So from here, actually, I need to write the final line. I have proved that Mn is equal to BC minus DE divided by 2. Now from here, actually, I can take the magnitude only. How to take the magnitude? You know that whenever there is a vector and we want the magnitude only, we put the absolute value sign. So the same I will do over here, BC minus DE divided by 2. So here actually I can rewrite it as Mn only. So Mn, no vector sign. That means we care about the magnitude, direction is not necessary here. So same we will do it here, but better to write one more line showing it in this way. Better to write it in this form. Halfটাকে একটু সামনে নিয়ে আসো তাইলেই হয়। halfটাকে সামনে নিয়ে আসলে BC minus B. Okay. And if you notice from this line, actually we can say that MN is parallel to DE and BC. Because when, what is the condition of being an equal vector? When the vectors are equal, we say that their magnitudes are equal, and then their support line are same or parallel. Now you can see that MN, BC, and DE, their support line are not same. And if they are not same, definitely they will be parallel to each other. So MN will be parallel to DE, parallel to BC. So we have proved all that they told us to prove. Do you have any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay.
So this question is similar to question number 14, right?
Yes, exactly. We talked about. হ্যাঁ তাই তো এটাও তো একটা ডিসকাস করছিলাম এক্সাম্পল 4 and
Sir, question number 14.
14 number down, right? 14 number এর মধ্যে। Okay, as I didn't discuss 14 number with you, that is why I discussed 15.3. So if anybody had any doubt in 14, it is clear now. So can I move forward and discuss creative number 16?
Yes, sir.
Acha, we have another period today, right?
Last period.
Last period. Okay, so how many creatives left? I guess 16.
Only one period is left.
16 is the last creative, right?
Yeah.
So I guess it's better if we discuss it in that class because
that is physics.
Huh?
That is
Okay.
physics.
Physics একদিনেই এটা এখন আসলে 16 নাম্বারটা শুরু করলে শেষ করতে পারবো না বিকজ আর মাত্র 5 মিনিট আছে। তো এই কারণে
Okay, sir.
ফার্স্ট ক্লাসটা হায়ার ম্যাথই করি 16 নাম্বার ক্রিয়েটিভটা ডিসকাস করি তাইলে ভেক্টর ফিনিশ। ওকে, তাইলে আমাদের সাথে
Okay,
একটা চ্যাপ্টার বাকি থাকবে সেটা হচ্ছে সলিড জিওমেট্রি।
Solid geometry.
তো সলিড তোমাদের তো সামার ক্লাস হবে তাই না? উইদিন সামার ক্লাস সলিড জিওমেট্রি উইল বি ফিনিশড ইনশাআল্লাহ এন্ড তোমাদের ফিজিক্সের যে সিলেবাস ওইটাও বইও শেষ হয়ে যাবে। ওকে, আফটার দ্যাট উই উইল ডু রিভিশন অনলি। So thank you very much and we will see you in the last class inshallah. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.